This was always a favorite go-to stir fry when we were raising our children. With the simplest of ingredients that you can adjust to your family's own taste, this meal comes together in less than 15 minutes. To make this ground beef stir fry, you will need some fresh ground beef. I'm using about a pound, sugar peas or snow peas, some sliced green onions, grated garlic, grated fresh ginger, some sesame seed oil, some salt and pepper. You want to start with your rice. We want to get your water boiling and add your rice. Rice takes about 15 to 20 minutes to cook, so it's important that this is your first step. After you add your rice, cover it and reduce the heat. Set your timer and it should be finished to perfection in 15 minutes. So you're going to start by preparing your ground beef by adding your salt and your pepper, then about half of your grated garlic. We're going to save out some of this garlic for our cooking sauce, and again about half of your grated fresh ginger. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of sesame seed oil. I'm just going to eyeball this. And now just using your hands, you want to just mix this all together. Once all of your garlic and ginger is mixed into your hamburger meat, form it into a really large, thick hamburger patty. In a large skillet or wok, add about 2 tablespoons of peanut oil or canola oil. Make sure you're using an oil that has a high smoke point. When your oil is hot, add your beef. You want to cook this on one side and then we'll turn it and we'll cook it on the other side before we break it up. While our meat is sizzling nicely and cooking, it's time to make our sauce. We'll start with 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 1/4 cup of water, to which we're going to add 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. I'm going to add to this the remaining garlic and the remaining fresh ginger. This is optional, but it's up to you. And 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. I'm going to mix this all together. I've just turned our meat and I'm continuing to cook it on the other side. And once it's finished, I will break it up into pieces. Now it's time to just start breaking your meat up into big chunks. They're quite rare in the center, so it needs to cook a little bit longer, but you just want to break it up into nice big chunks of meat. I've cooked the meat to where there's not much pink left, and now it's time to stir in my sugar peas. Coat them with oil. Next, your green onions. Again, stir them around so they're nicely coated. And our final step will be the addition of our cooking sauce. I would say that it took about 10 minutes to cook the meat to this point. Now I'm adding our balsamic sauce, and I'm stirring it until the sauce thickens. Serve this ground beef stir fry over rice for another quick and delicious meal that is sure to become a family favorite.